Hello, good morning. This is Scott. Today is actually the 8th, so I'll have to fix the date of the broadcast. Welcome to the meditation live stream. And yesterday, I think, due to the full moon, I was experiencing kind of like a lot of strange feelings of, it was sort of like feeling like hungover. And I like to try to broadcast and live stream every day. It's part of the intention behind what I'm doing, which is to set up a cosmic groove of practice that honors the facts that we are all multidimensional beings. As a human being, we have a body, we have emotions, we have our mind, and we have our relationships. And these are different dimensions. They connect, of course, but they're also their own thing. So a spiritual practice that does not work with these dimensions, for me, is incomplete. And it should at least include those as part of what it works with. And I think the difference between the days of old and today is that we're seeking to have a spiritual practice with less dogma, less kind of shoulds. And I think if people have more, develop themselves more and grow, we have less of a need for dogma, because dogma says, it's sort of like thou shalt not, blah, blah, blah. And we won't really grow if we don't kind of become a new thing or transform. And transformation is a part of spiritual practice. And if you're a person that is, had a spiritual awakening, you know what I'm talking about. There was you before your awakening, and then there's the you after. And these can be very, very different people. And I think about, there's, this kind of the exemplar story is you're like a high-powered person that works in the stock market, and you're making lots and lots and lots of money. And suddenly, a spiritual awakening happens, and that which all you knew about what you were doing no longer feels valuable. Money in and of itself changes, so that at one point you were a person that valued money, and now you're someone who values something else. And so that, not to say that money is not valuable, of course it is. The point I'm trying to make is that where we place importance of things and how we understand reality changes when we awaken. And if we don't cultivate awakening, I think the human race would, we would have to deal with negative consequences. And that's why I do this channel, is that if we cultivate the dimensions of ourself, we're more likely to grow and change and make better choices. And before we start today, I've been enjoying a new book. It is The Tao, and it's translated by Damo Mitchell. And I will read number 8. Stanza number 8 is Water Virtue. The highest good is like water. Water nourishes the myriad beings, yet does not contend with them. It flows to places despised by others, therefore it is near to Tao. In dwelling, choose the lowly place. In heart, be deep and still. In giving, be kind. In speech, be sincere. In governance, be orderly. In work, be skillful. and action be timely. Because it does not contend, it is without fault. So let's start now with our eyes closed. And tune into your breath. Deep in breaths through the nose and out through the mouth. Allowing the trunk of your body to expand and contract. Front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down into your pelvic floor, legs and feet. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. And allowing your breath to return now to your usual way of breathing. Take now this opportunity to feel your physical body, the sensations of your body, tingling, pulsing, subtle movements, temperature, the feeling of aliveness. And we can start now the practice of feeling and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body. On the out-breath, softening and melting down through your body like warm honey into the earth. And everywhere that the honey touches, when it melts down through your body, is healed, cleansed, purified, made whole. As it melts deep into the earth, where the energy is transformed, recycled. each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body and melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. And then bringing your attention up into your heart, feeling your heart space. You can imagine as though you're breathing directly in and out of your heart. On the in-breath in, feeling your heart, and the out-breath softening and expanding your heart. Come into contact with your emotions and notice what your emotions are like right now. You could be experiencing any of the 5 main cardinal emotions. Hold on a second, I gotta... This window, I am getting rained on even through the little crack. And so you could be experiencing any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And just without making those right or wrong, good or bad, just allowing yourself to feel in the shared space for a little bit. And then bringing your attention now up into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and then softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. And if you'd like, you can breathe in to your third eye area or your crown, whatever feels correct for you. Just feeling and softening your head. contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy or active your mind is. And just remaining uninvolved with your thoughts, you can practice by coming back to feeling your head or your body for grounding. Thoughts can be like magnets pulling you in, but you can always practice coming back to feeling and disengaging with your thought and allowing them to come and go. Very good. And then now we can spend some time with our eyes open, gently opening your eyes and allowing the work we did to remain present and not evaporate, and keeping our eyes soft yet open. We now can begin the practice of feeling the difference between outside and inside. Very useful for relationships and part and parcel to understanding ourselves and each other. So on the in-breath, feeling outside you, the space around you. And then on the out-breath, the space inside you. And just noticing the difference between the two. think you can add in the qualities of love, compassion, and gratitude to your practice. On the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, and gratitude around you. And then on the out-breath, love and compassion and gratitude toward yourself. And just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, and gratitude. And from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet and you can do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up blessings and ripple out into the community. Amen. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome Wednesday, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.